Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Victor Melcher, and today we're going to be talking about my main camera, which is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. So over the past year with this camera, I've shot spec ads, a mini documentary series, a wedding video, real estate videos, and this camera has been my workhorse. So I just wanted to talk to you today and talk about what I liked, what I don't like, and who I think this camera is for. So I really like that it has pro features. For being $12.95, it has features that most cameras in the price range of like $4 to 10 grand would normally have. One of the tools that I really enjoyed was false color. This tool alone helps you not have to worry about eyeballing or looking at waveforms. You can just turn on false color and expose exactly what you want to expose. And this is something I use on every shoot, so it's a tool that I really enjoy that a lot of mirrorless and DSLRs just don't have yet. Another thing I really liked about this camera was the ease of use. Everything you need to change and adjust is right there on the screen. It's so simple, so intuitive. It's the best menu system I've ever used on a camera. Another thing I really liked was the affordability. This camera comes in at $12.95. Not only does it come with the camera body itself, but it actually comes with the full feature version of DaVinci Resolve, so you can actually download that. So they really give you the most they can for the money. And realistically, this camera, you're going to be rigging it out. So roughly you're gonna be spending anywhere from like $2,500 to like closer to $3 grand for everything. While that sounds like a lot, keep in mind that the Sony a7S III is $3,500, the Canon C70 $5,400, the Red Komodo is like $5,900. All these popular options for cinema cameras are way more expensive than this camera when it's fully built out. So another thing that really helps me was the size of this screen. This is like the clunkiest, biggest screen I've ever seen. It really helps me in situations where I'm shooting on a gimbal and I don't want to put an external monitor on it. It's not the brightest screen, but the size of it combined with the false color will help you properly expose it. And last but not least is the image quality. I love the look that comes out of this camera. It's really magical. It looks so good. I feel like I can point it at anything and it looks instantly like cinematic, which you should not depend on your camera. You should depend on like your framing, your lighting, and like story, of course. But the fact that this enhances all of that is so cool, and it gets me so excited just to get home and look at the footage on my laptop because I know it's gonna look good. That's something that's really important in a camera, is shooting with something that gets you hyped to shoot. So yeah, that's everything I liked, and now on to what I didn't like. The first thing is that this camera does have a bit of a plasticky build. When you feel it, it doesn't feel as rugged or heavy duty as holding like a Canon 6D or even my GH5. The buttons aren't as punchy or clicky as other cameras I've worked with before. It does feel like it can break pretty bad if you do drop it, but I've never dropped it, thank God, and I don't plan on dropping it. Another thing that took a little bit getting used to for me was that every time you either plug in a shotgun mic or unplug it, you need to go into the audio setting and you need to switch the source to whichever source you're recording, whether that's the shotgun mic or the regular on-camera mic. If you don't, you'll get no audio whatsoever. And this actually happened to me one time when I was shooting an interview. I plugged my mic in so I can get better audio. We shot the interview, and when I got home to edit the footage, I had no audio. Luckily, we did have audio from her lavalier mic, and I just had to read her lips and sync the audio from the lav. So that's just something that was an inconvenience to me, and I make it a habit to change now. These next two things, I don't want to say I don't like them because it's not something that I feel like should be expected of this camera, but they're just two things that I do wish the camera had. So number one is the battery life. Without an internal battery, you're shooting on these Canon LPE6 batteries, and they only last about 45 to an hour. So the battery life isn't the best, but it's not something that should be expected of cinema cameras. It's just something that I would have liked when I want to just have my camera and shoot it alone, but it's not a deal breaker, and there is a solution to it, which is external batteries. And the next thing also kind of goes with the fact of you shouldn't expect a cinema camera to have this, but it doesn't have any continuous autofocus, which I've shot everything fully manual since I've started filming. It's just a feature that as I'm evolving as a filmmaker, I kind of just find myself wanting for certain shots and certain things that it would make it easier for me, especially because I'm not using a focus puller. I typically shoot most of my videos alone and like in a run and gun style. And I noticed on the recent spec ad I was shooting, I have my camera on a gimbal, and one of the shots my girlfriend was like twirling in her dress, and I really liked how it was spinning, so I put it like super close to the dress. Had I had autofocus, I would have been able to move around as much as I wanted without having to worry about resetting my focus. So yeah, that's all. It's just a feature that would help me as a filmmaker, and it's a feature that I will be looking for in my next camera. And now on to who this camera is for. Hey everyone, Editor Victor here. So I ended up rambling on my who this is for conclusion, so here's a shortened version. If you're someone who wants to up your video quality and get a cinema camera, but you're still on a budget, this is the perfect camera for you. In all honesty, there's no other company I know that would sell a 4K cinema camera for under $1,300. So it all boils down to what you want to create. If you want to do more narrative, mini docs, commercials, stuff you know that you will for sure be behind the camera, pulling focus and rigging your camera out, then this is a great camera for you. But if you're someone who wants to get into content creation, say for YouTube, or you just like taking both photos and videos and you're on a budget and you want an all-in-one setup, just get an X-T4 and S5. They're both amazing hybrid cameras. Okay, so the last one was pretty good, huh? The BlackMagic has been a great tool for me for both personal and paid projects this year, and it's definitely an amazing camera. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below, and thank you for watching.